Welcome, family and friends of the University of Washington Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Please rise for the procession of the class of 2026.
Graduates, visitors, and faculty, please be seated. Welcome to the 2026 Civil and Environmental Engineering graduation celebration. Welcome to all our graduates, our faculty, our staff, and our speakers, but an especially warm welcome to all the family and friends who have joined us to celebrate this major milestone in the personal and professional lives of our graduates. My name is Bart Nijssen, and I'm the Chair of Civil and Environmental Engineering, and in that capacity I will lead today's proceedings. We will begin with some opening remarks from me, followed by student reflections, awards, and our keynote speaker. And after that, the moment you're all waiting for, which is to see your person walk across the stage. Today's ceremony marks a major milestone in the lives of our graduates. This academic year, we are conferring 159 undergraduate degrees, 91 master's degrees, and 21 doctoral degrees, or 271 degrees in total. Not everyone is here, so I'll go a little faster than that. Congratulations to every single one of you. You should be very proud of your accomplishments. I admire your perseverance and resilience in completing your degree. You're also joining a long tradition. The first civil engineering degree at the UW were awarded 125 years ago, in 1901, to Sterling Hill and Carl Morford. 5 years later, Adelaide Cooper was the first female engineer to graduate from our program in 1906. The demand for our graduates is strong, as evidenced by the large number of employers who show up to our career fair. To meet this demand, we have made concerted efforts to recruit more students, and these efforts, coupled with larger economic and workplace developments, are bearing fruit. Last year's graduating senior class had 124 undergraduate students. This year it's 159. Next year it'll be more than 200, which, to be honest, is a little bit more than we can comfortably handle. At the same time, we are working hard to grow enrollment in our graduate programs, to help engineers further hone their skills, and to participate in cutting-edge research. Civil and environmental engineers have an important goal: to solve the problems and critical challenges of the 21st century. From transportation to water quality to earthquake resilience, civil and environmental engineers create livable, sustainable cities, healthy environments, and strong economies. To put it succinctly, civil and environmental engineers build and manage the world of tomorrow, and they do this in a wide range of careers. You will all be part of this, and you will have an opportunity to change the world around you. As engineers, your task will be to step beyond the disciplinary boundaries of fields such as hydrology, me, geotech, construction, transportation, structural and environmental engineering, and instead use your skills to solve the grand challenges. I trust that many of the contacts you have made during your time as students here at the UW will endure in your professional careers. Again, congratulations to all of you on getting your degrees. But you have to remember, you didn't get here on your own. A heartfelt thank you and congratulations to all of you who are here to celebrate our graduates. They would not have made it this far without your help and support. You should be proud of them and of your own roles in getting them here. Two more things before we hear from our graduates. First, a request to support the senior class gift campaign organized by the College of Engineering. Each department asked the graduating class to select a gift fund for which the college would solicit donations. From our department, graduating seniors overwhelmingly voted for the CEE Facilities Improvement Fund. This does not come as a surprise. Our facilities show their age. Moore Hall was completed in 1947, and it looks like it. So please support the senior class gift campaign if you can. Second, as a school that's organized on the quarter system, our graduation ceremony occurs about a month later than at semester-based schools. One topic in particular has created commotion at some earlier graduation ceremonies. That topic, of course, is artificial intelligence, or AI. Now hold your thoughts for a minute while I set the stage, after which I will invite you to share your full-throated opinion. Every year, Steve Mensch, our Associate Chair for Education, surveys our students to get their opinion on a wide range of topics. This year, he added a question about AI, and not surprisingly, responses were mixed. It is clear that AI is changing both the workplace and the job market, and we're all trying to determine how and to what extent AI will change teaching, research, and engineering practice. But while there may be interesting opportunities for AI as a tool in the engineering practice, it also creates a lot of uncertainty and a lot of anxiety. So I would like to invite everyone to let me know how you truly feel about AI at the moment. I'm not asking for a well-reasoned response, simply for a full-throttled one. So if nothing else, we can post your response to our social media feed, and to be honest, I'd rather that you yell at me than at the other speakers. So, with that in mind, how do you really feel about the role of AI in your lives? All right. And with that, we move forward to the next step in our program, where we will hear from our graduates. Tinvo, our first student speaker, I would like to invite Tinvo to the podium. Tin, where are you? Tin is graduating with a BSce degree and originally chose the field because it sounded interesting. After entering the junior cohort directly after high school, he discovered a strong interest in transportation engineering. During his time at the UW, Tin worked as an intelligent transportation systems engineering intern with the city of Bellevue for nearly 2 years, and as a construction technology product intern at Headlight for over a year. After graduation, Tin will return to the city of Bellevue full-time to join the Smart Mobility team, supporting signal operations and exploring how evolving technologies can contribute to a safer and more efficient transportation system. Tin, take it away.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tin, like the can, and I'm truly so honored to be speaking on behalf of the undergraduate civil engineering class. A special shout out to the friends, family, and staff who came out here to support us today. Let's give them a quick few applauses. As we gather here today to celebrate this new achievement of ours, I am reminded of why I even chose to be here. Growing up in South Seattle, I walked a lot with my grandma. Whether that was to get groceries, to go garden, or simply to get our steps up, at as young as 5 years old, I could recognize that our infrastructure was crumbling. And simply put, for my grandma, I wanted to fix that. So what better way to do just that than to become a civil engineer? And so, I entered the UW Civil Engineering Department directly after graduating high school. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I was so scared. Not scared of an academic challenge, because if you know me, I always had them in the bag, but what I was truly scared of was just not making any friends and feeling lonely. These next 2 years were so much more than just about getting a degree. It was about whether I could establish my own network that could extend beyond the classroom. I knew I had to put myself out there, so what did I do? Well, first, I began with a few affirmations to myself. I am not boring. I'm hilarious. I'm hilarious. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. People love me, and most importantly, I don't gatekeep. So at the end of the first day of transportation engineering, I whipped out my phone, started a group chat, handed it to the person next to me and said, if you want to help each other on the homework, throw your number in here and pass it down. I have never felt so powerful or confident before, but I got my phone back and there it was, my very first official engineering group chat with everyone seated to my right. And that small moment of bravery has led to some of my closest friendships today. From then on, it just became easier and easier to create new relationships. With each new quarter came new friendships, shared experiences, and more reminders that engineering is not something you're supposed to do alone. Here at UW, I found so much more than just classmates. Somewhere between the concrete labs, surveying out in those bright neon vests, and pretending like we actually understood structural design, we truly did become a community. We celebrated each other's internship offers, debriefed exams together, even got lunches together, and all in all, we learned how important it was to have people you can rely on. Because at the end of the day, civil engineering has never really just been about concrete, steel, or asphalt. It's been about people. Ooh, my mouth is dry. Now, I often get asked if I feel like I missed out on the college experience. With graduating 2 years early and also being a commuter, it's hard to be part of what people typically consider campus life. But honestly, this amazing department and outstanding class, y'all out there, okay, gave me the exact college experience I needed. Without these, the people in front of me today are truly amazing, kind, funny, all the positive adjectives, and most importantly, they are competent. It is thanks to them that I felt so comfortable and confident within the walls of Moore Hall. So seriously, thank you to each and every one of you in front of me today for contributing to my college experience. I hope I did the same for you, and I truly believe we are destined for amazing things. Now, I want to raise an imaginary glass and do a final toast to us. They say, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. To the graduating class of 2026, as we embark on this next journey of our lives, the best thing we can do for each other is to just not be a stranger. We all have goals we want to achieve, we all have ladders to climb, and let's be real, we all love a higher salary. And I truly believe if we just stuck together, we can achieve it all together. Thank you, and cheers to us.
I should have told him that before he started speaking. All right. Thank you, Tin. That was a great speech. Our second speaker is Minda Chen. Minda is graduating with a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering, with minors in applied mathematics and in law, societies, and justice, a combination she chose to better understand the intersection of engineering, policy, and environmental regulation. Within CEE, Minda has been an undergraduate research assistant for all 4 years, working for Think Lab and the Dodd Group. She recently completed a 2-year internship at Seattle Public Utilities, working with the Capital Improvement Project section, and was a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Holling Scholar. Outside of the classroom, Minda was a UW chess club officer and a co-captain of the UW women's club soccer team. In the fall, she will begin law school with an interest in environmental policy and community resilience. With that, Minda, and this time I will give you the...
Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Minda, and my new go-to icebreaker fun fact is going to be that I graduated college and preschool from the same place. I actually went to the preschool that's right behind Maple and Lander. I would also bet that I have the smallest student ID number out of all the students here. I went to a UW summer camp when I was 6 in 2010, and they kept it in the system all this time. And all of this is to say that I thought I knew UW, and by extension Seattle, very well by the time I got here as a freshman. But I quickly realized that there were so many things I did not know. Which clubs to join, what a professional resume looked like, why there were stools in chem labs if they were just there to taunt us for 3 hours while we stood. What I did know from day one was that I was going to be spending abundant time in Moore Hall. My confession is that I paid minimal attention to the class all NGrads have to take, where they introduce all the engineering majors. And when the time to rank majors came, I put environmental first and civil second. And to be honest, looking back, I think I had only a vague idea of what environmental and civil engineering really entailed, and kind of picked it out of the idealistic assumption that these were engineering disciplines that were inherently good for the environment. And while that initial impression remains largely unchanged, through classes, internships, just talking to people within these walls, I've also learned about the pipelines that carry our water from the Tolt and Cedar River. I've learned about 6-PPD and organic arsenic. And I've learned why construction along Montlake has taken as long as it has. I now walk around noticing gas locate paint marks drawn on the pavement and wondering if the curb ramp I just passed is ADA compliant or not. Slowly but surely, CE has seeped into my perspective of the world. And I feel lucky to be able to see Seattle in this new light. In a time when checking the daily news can sometimes feel overwhelming, the work done in civil and environmental engineering continues to steadily trudge forward and inspire me. I recently took the 2-line to Bellevue for the first time, which was amazing. But did you know that since a lot of us entered college in the fall of 2022, 19 new link stops have been added? And that since then, 7.3 miles of drinking water pipe has been replaced by our municipal utility? And not to mention, 37 miles of stream habitat has been reopened for salmon. CEE is responsible for so much improvement within society that I often took for granted before entering this major. In 4 years, a lot of change can happen. We can graduate as engineers, and the CEE industry can change the world. And I want us to remember that we are all capable of creating and contributing to this type of change. As we graduate and move into the next stages of our lives, I hope we can all stay passionate and recognize progress. Stay passionate about water, concrete, soil. Stay excited about the continued link expansions and celebrate fish passage restoration. As civil and environmental engineers, your work will directly touch society, and that is something to take pride in. And at the same time, remember our roots: civil engineering, environmental engineering. Engineer with people and the environment in mind. One of the first things my engineering degree has taught me was to begin any problem by listing assumptions. There are still lots of problems out in this world, but I assume that this awesome class of civils and environmentals is graduating, and I cannot wait to see the solutions we all come up and find. Class of 2026, the world is yours to improve. Congratulations.
Thank you, Minda. Please welcome our third student speaker, Daniel Acosta Reyes. Who will defend his PhD this summer. Daniel was raised in Santiago de Veraguas, Panama, where he discovered a passion for engineering inspired by his mother, Dioselina, who was an architect. After earning his bachelor's degree in civil engineering from the Technological University of Panama and practicing professionally for 3 years, Daniel moved to the US as a Fulbright scholar to attend the UW. His doctoral research focuses on quantifying the impacts of landslide exposure on communities in the US and around the world. During his time at the UW, Daniel co-founded the Latine International Graduate Student Association, served as co-president of the Geo Institute Graduate Student Society, and contributed to the CE Graduate Student Advisory Board, which is how I know him. He also served as a teaching assistant for undergraduates in CE's geotechnical engineering labs and as a research mentor. Beyond academic work, Daniel has served as the musical director of Vallenato Panamericano, where he brings Latin rhythms to the UW and Seattle communities. Following graduation, Daniel will be joining a local engineering firm in Seattle and plans to eventually return to Panama to teach and mentor the next generation of Panamanian engineers. Thank you. Daniel, it's yours.
Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and especially the Civil and Environmental Engineering class of 2026. Congratulations, we made it. It's a true honor to stand here on such a special day, a day of celebration, hope, and dreams. This moment makes me reflect to the beginning of my UW story. I go back to January 2021 at the airport in Panama, saying farewells to my siblings and to my mother, Dioselina Reyes, and I remember with a big hug, she transformed all my fears into joy. I was embarking on a dream come true, from Santiago de Veraguas to a top school. I joined this program with a singular technical motivation: to learn how to make civil infrastructure and people resilient against the impacts of natural hazards. Finding my home in the construction and the geotechnical engineering programs, I not only learned about the mechanics of the earth, but also the broader systems in which we all interact. In the classroom, we constantly shift our scale of analysis in which we zoom in to understand how soil particles interlock to create strength, and we zoom out to understand the entire landscape, the environment, and the systemic forces that play. I quickly understood this dual perspective would shape my entire UW experience, zooming in to find my local belonging and zooming out to address global challenges. That thirst to local connection allowed me to work with different student organizations, meet wonderful people, and even reignite my passion for music, which inspired me to create Vallenato Panamericano Performing Band. Through every note, late night rehearsal with friends from multiple nationalities, we were not just making music, we were bringing our cultural richness to the Seattle community. I found my core support network, and I understood that building a strong community is just as important as building a strong foundation. I found the same need for community engagement in my research. During a disaster preparedness workshop working with Newport's Latino community in Oregon, many people shared that it was their first time receiving landslide, tsunami, safety information in their native language. And that reinforced a profound truth. Engineering is human. Technical solutions must be context-sensitive and inclusive to be resilient. If we're not building trust, it doesn't matter what else we build. Over the last 5 years, my definition of resilience has completely transformed. It changed from being a concept to the subject of my research and to the defining theme of my life. But as we all know, life has a way of testing the systems we build. As I reflect on my time at UW, I think about the hardest lesson in resilience I have ever faced. In the late summer 2025, just before my PhD general exam defense, I had to say another farewell to my mother. Only this time, it was at a hospital bed after her fight with cancer. And navigating that profound loss, far from home, could have broken my foundation. But it didn't. And it didn't because of the people. I learned that no one carries a heavy load alone. And my success today is a testament to the unwavering support from my family, my dad, Mario Acosta, the guidance of my advisor, Dr. Joseph Wortman, incredible mentors like Dr. Jessica Kaminsky, Pedro Arduino, my strong foundation of friends that stand for me when I couldn't stand for my own. Now, I want you to look around you. The people sitting next to you, the professors who challenged you, the family who supported you, they are your structural integrity. They are your reinforcement. My mother's last words to me were, "No importa lo que pase, debes seguir adelante." And those words are my driving force today. And I want to share that with you, class of 2026. No matter what challenges come our way, keep going. We are ready for the next step. As we leave this campus, whether to join the industry in Seattle, head into academia, or bring your talents across the globe to places like Panama, we step forward not just as engineers, but as leaders. We have the tools to make real systemic changes in how civil infrastructure is designed for the world. I am incredibly grateful to the University of Washington for providing the magnifications to see the world clearly and the community to change it. Hold the future with love, face it with bravery, and let's go build a more resilient world together. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026.
Yes, you can take it. All right, thank you, Daniel, Minda, and Tin, for sharing your individual stories. We'll now move over to announce some awards. The Departmental Student Award for Graduating Student is the Hawkins Prize, which was established in 1993 by Neil and Ann Hawkins. Neil Hawkins was a professor in CE from 68 to 91 and served as a department chair from 78 to 87. He was an associate dean in the college after that, and in 1991, he moved to the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign to fill other leadership roles. After he and Ann returned to Washington in 2002, they reconnected with the department and remained active members of our community. Sadly, Neil passed away in February of this year. The Hawkins Prize recognizes outstanding graduating seniors who are selected based on scholarship, leadership, and communication abilities. Students are nominated and voted on by CE faculty. Importantly, the Hawkins Prize comes with a certificate and a cash reward. So I would like to invite the runner-up and the winner for this prize to come to the podium to be acknowledged. Now you have to know who they are. They don't know yet. So the runner-up for this year's Hawkins Prize is Owen Chatters. Owen, please come forward. Shake your hand. Let's take a photo. That way. Hold on. Stay here for a second. As faculty noted in their recommendation, Owen has demonstrated strong technical ability and initiative across professional, academic, and extracurricular settings. His peers can attest that his presence in a class makes for a better learning environment for everyone. As a member of the UW Steel Bridge team, he's also dedicated to training younger student members in specific design and analysis activities, demonstrating strong leadership skills and a high level of maturity. Another faculty member noted, with his combination of a quick mind and an inclusive personality, he'll go far, and he deserves to. Congratulations, Owen. That leaves this year's winner of the Hawkins Prize, which goes to Minda Chen. We've already heard from Minda, but as faculty noted, she's exceptional academically and has continuously sought out opportunities to challenge herself and expand her educational and professional horizons, as exemplified by her pursuit not only of an engineering degree, but also dual minors in math and in law, societies, and justice, motivated by her desire to blend her engineering background with deep interest in environmental law and policy. She will enter law school this fall. Congratulations, Minda. All right. So as part of the annual survey I already mentioned, Steve Mensch also asks, who made a real difference in your experience? Many people are actually mentioned in these responses, but some stand out, and we also survey staff with a similar question. To keep the ceremony moving along, I will read the names of those honored with an award and tell them why they got it. But at the end of that listing, I will just ask everybody, or all the awardees, to stand up and we can acknowledge them. You can collect your award certificate at the CE front office in the coming week. And actually also, Minda and Owen, you still have to stop by for that cash award. I think it's a check anyway. All right. The CE Community Award goes to Professor Pedro Arduino for being the heart and soul of the Geotech office. No, go ahead and clap. Sorry. The CE Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Professor Julian Yamaura. For showing his passion and dedications to students every time he steps up to teach a class. The CE Outstanding Mentor Award goes to Professor Jeff Ban. For being the graduate program coordinator and for creating a friendly and constructive environment in which students feel safe to share their concerns. The CE Outstanding TA and Civil Engineering Award goes to Mason Millard. For bringing great energy to lab sessions and being very helpful inside and outside the class. That seems like a good description for TA. And then the CE Outstanding TA and Environmental Engineering Award goes to Wenning Liu. For showing genuine commitment to each individual student and for always approaching questions with patience, enthusiasm, and kindness. Finally, we have 2 staff awards. The CE Outstanding Staff Award goes to John Emmert, CE's Operations Manager and Building Coordinator, for being the glue that keeps CE and Moore Hall functioning. And finally, the CE Chairs Award goes to Chelsea McFarland and Lauren Bachman, who manage CE's finances, for being efficient and competent and for having true problem-solving skills. The department is in better shape because of them. So to all of you who received an award, if you're here, please stand up to be recognized. Congratulations to all of you. All right. There's one final award. In recent years, we have recognized a former graduate with the CE Distinguished Alumnus or Alumna Award. It is my great pleasure to introduce this year's recipient, Thomas Drager. Tom Drager graduated from the UW with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering in 1968 and went on to spend 37 years at Bechtel Corporation, retiring as a senior vice president of the Bechtel Group and president of Bechtel Construction Operations. In that role, he oversaw major civil airport, rail, and transportation projects around the world, with assignments that took his family to Saudi Arabia, Ireland, and Bahrain. Actually, there's many more countries in that list. He's a licensed professional engineer and a fellow of the American Society of Civil Engineers. Tom has remained closely engaged with CE for decades, serving on the College of Engineering's Dean's Advisory Committee for 11 years, and as president of the Beavers Heavy Engineering Construction Association in 2009. Together with his wife, Marilyn, and in partnership with the Beavers Charitable Trust, he has established an endowed professorship in CEE and has supported a teaching professor position in construction. Tom and Marilyn have also supported environmental engineering lab equipment in CEE. His commitment traces back to his senior year at the UW when a scholarship covered more than half of his tuition and living expenses. Unfortunately, Tom cannot be with us today, but I hope he's watching online So congratulations, Tom. I invited Tom to actually say a few words, and Professor Steve Mensch, who holds the Tom and Marilyn Drager and Beavers Endowed Professorship, will read a brief statement that Tom has shared with us.
Thank you. I've had the privilege of knowing Tom for 15 years, so what I read here is what he is saying. Graduating class of 2026, I'm honored to be here, virtually, and give you some of my experiences that may help you in your careers. My career and my father's career were strictly in the construction business, so that is the basis of the 4 points we are about to discuss. Number 1, you must welcome and embrace change or you will be left in the mud. My dad graduated from Marquette in 1932 using a slide rule. I graduated from the University of Washington in 1968 using a slide rule. And now we have these phones in our pockets that will do many times the work of that slide rule. Other changes are going to come along in your career and you have to embrace them. Number 2, you can learn something from everyone. We were on the most remote job Bechtel had in the mountains of New Guinea in an old beat-up pickup, and we tore up a tire. We had a spare, but no jack, but we had 2 retired Donny tribesmen riding in the back end of the pickup. One of them took off into the woods and came back with a log and used a rock to create a lever, and we were back in business. We would have never ventured into the jungle nor thought of a solution like he did. Number 3, women have saved the construction industry. If it had not been for women going into construction, we would be in a lot of hurt. Just not enough good people to do the work. We have a ways to go, but on most projects today, a substantial part of the workforce, both supervision and craft people, are women, and the numbers are increasing. And number 4, one thing to never forget: people matter most. You are only going to be as good as the people you can get to work for and with you. Thanks from Tom Drager.
Thank you, Steve. And Tom, the award will be sent to your home. Your success as a civil engineer and your service and generosity to the department and the CE community exemplify what it means to be a CE alumnus. I deeply appreciate all that you and Marilyn have done to support us. I'll put it away. Which brings us to the keynote address and our commencement speaker. The speaker this year is John Stanton. John Stanton joined CE in 1978, teaching and conducting research in structural engineering. His work has focused primarily on seismic engineering, bridge design, and precast concrete framing systems for buildings. I'm a hydrologist, I stumble over these words. He will be retiring later this summer after nearly 5 decades with the department. John received his bachelor's and master's degree in mechanical sciences from Cambridge University in the UK, a master's degree in civil engineering from Cornell University, and a doctorate in civil engineering from the University of California, Berkeley. Before joining the UW, he spent 6 years in structural engineering design practice in Britain, France, and Canada. At the UW, his research has helped shape how engineers design buildings and bridges to withstand earthquakes, with a focus on faster, more efficient ways to construct them. In research, he has made a point of working with colleagues and former students in industry to achieve results that can be implemented in practice. His work, particularly that related to pre-stressed concrete and bearings for bridges, has influenced how transportation infrastructure is built across the region and beyond. During his time at the UW, John has been known among colleagues and students for the depth of his technical expertise, careful approach to engineering problems, and his lasting investment in the success of his students. Among students, he's also been known for difficult courses, for which they rewarded him, perhaps surprisingly, with excellent teaching evaluations. Please join me in welcoming Professor John Stanton.
Thank you, Bart. My name is John Stanton, and as Bart said, I've been here for a number of years. But good evening to all of you. This is a momentous occasion for those of you who are graduating, and I'm sure an emotional one for the friends and family who are here to support you. In terms of graduation, we're in the same boat. I too am graduating from the university and retiring in about a week's time from now. You've made it in 4 years. It took me a little longer before I can get out of here, but I will be graduating also in that sense. I've enjoyed every moment of my time here, my career at the UW, and I'm really grateful to all of the students with whom I've interacted and to the support from my faculty colleagues and friends and to my wife and family at home, but particularly to the student body with whom I've interacted over all those years. The department has seen quite a lot of changes over the years, and many of those have been associated with computational abilities. And as Tom Drager said, when I went to grad school, he didn't say it about me, when I went to grad school, the computational tool of choice was a slide rule. And I'm serious about that. You may not believe it. To put it further into context, just in terms of the way that computational abilities have changed, the first time I went to Japan, I went to a store to buy some stuff to bring home. The clerk there added up the total on an abacus. And having done that, he then entered everything into the cash register, which seemed to be amazing, but that tells you that things have definitely changed. Today, we've got phones and AI with us. I'm not going to talk about AI because I have no idea where it's going, but clearly there have been massive changes in the computational scene that we've seen. However, one thing never changes, and that's the people. And I believe that that is never going to change. Some of the people, some of the students who I've been associated with here and had the pleasure of doing so have gone on to really stellar careers. 2 have been chair of the department, not Bart, different people. One has been the dean here, associate dean. One has become the chief engineer at the Port of Seattle, and another one became the mayor of Bellevue. And him you may even know. The department has seen many giants go through its portals of Mulhurl. One particularly I would like to point out today, who Bart has already mentioned, and that is Neil Hawkins, who sadly passed away earlier this year. I won't recount to you his history because Bart has already done that, but I would like to say that Neil holds a special place in my heart because he hired me. I was one of the first hires that he made when he was chair of the department here. And he was an amazing mentor and friend. And in the early days of my career, after he hired me, he really went out of his way to mentor me and to help me and to take me under his wing when I really had no idea what I was doing as a starting faculty member. So I'm extremely grateful to him. And it's wonderful that the Hawkins Prize is here to commemorate his view of life, which was to help and to mentor and to help people achieve the best that they possibly could and to become the best people that they can. That's a vision that will live on, and I believe it's entirely appropriate that that prize should be named after him. Now, on occasions like this, it's traditional that the speaker should try to give you some pointers or some hints about how to live to waft the magic carpet that will take you through the rest of your time. It seemed to me that when I consider the question of wisdom and what can be said to you, that most of the wisdom that you can get is actually gained from making mistakes. So I think I'll let that be a theme for today, the making mistakes. I will give you 4 threads to weave into that magic carpet that you're going to take with you, and we'll take those forward from here. They're mostly based on what people would call mistakes, but they're actually what my kids would call reversible disasters. The first one is keep learning. You thought you were done with the business of learning, and now you've got your degree and you can be out of here and get on with real life. Not so fast. It doesn't work that way. You have to continue to keep learning after you live here. When I was a lot younger, I asked my mum, there must be someone in the world who knows everything. Well, it wasn't true then, and it was quite hard for me to get my head around that fact, but my mum did her best to explain to me. And it's much less true today. But both for your professional development and your personal happiness, you really need to keep learning and to grab hold of every chance you can to continue learning. Colin Brown, who was another of the giants of the department, he was memorialized with the words, "He read everything, he forgot nothing, and he had the annoying habit of having just read the seminal paper on a subject which you, incorrectly, thought you were an expert." He had an extraordinary breadth of knowledge and understanding, and long before people said, ask Google or ask ChatGPT, they would say, ask Colin. So read both inside and outside your individual disciplines, particularly across disciplines, because I think in the world to come, much of the individual detailed work in your particular discipline will be done indeed by some form of AI. But if you read across disciplines, then I think that will set you up well for understanding the world in such a way that you can be successful. You need to be selective in what you read, because so much of the detailed individual facts can now be found on the web, that I think it's much more important that you can gain the big picture and understand the governing trends which are happening, and therefore an interdisciplinary knowledge is really helpful. Second, question everything. There's a caveat to that though. Do it twice. The first time, do it with your mouth shut and think about it. Then later, take a deep breath, and if it still looks like a valid question, do it again out loud so other people can hear you. You may think that senior people in your organization must know everything because they have such a breadth of experience and a breadth of knowledge. But their self-confidence may also be something which is intimidating and will prevent you from asking questions. But don't be discouraged by that. In my interactions with industry, I've seen a lot of senior engineers and people with PhDs from revered institutions advocate courses of action which are based on concepts which are patently wrong. So my mum was right. Even senior engineers don't know everything. So don't be discouraged. I would give you an example. Some years ago, a student, Remy Sabra, emailed me to tell me about an experience he'd had during a summer internship. He was a summer intern, and the team he was working with was led by licensed engineers. And they were doing a post-earthquake evaluation of some buildings. And the team decided that a particular building should be red tagged and closed. And what that means is that the occupants are not allowed to re-enter, and that was going to prove pretty onerous because finding alternative accommodation would be really difficult. This decision really bothered Remy, and overnight he was thinking about it, and he thought about some classroom discussions which had happened earlier on that year. So the next morning, having thought about it the night before with his mouth shut, the next morning he questioned the lead engineer on the team, and after a discussion, the lead engineer decided to reverse that decision to red tag the building. And Rami was so proud of the fact that he, as an intern, had asked the questions which had caused that team leader, a professional engineer, to change his mind. He was really proud of what he'd done. The third thread is about teamwork. Teamwork is something which sounds kind of boring, and it looks like it comes on page 3 of a self-help manual or something, and you just roll your eyes, gloss over it, and move on. Well, if you think about it and dig into it, teamwork actually has a lot going for it. Ed Hallwood was a professor here when I first started at UW, and there was always a rumor that Ed's first job was as a circus clown. I never saw his resume, so I'm not sure if that was true or not, but it makes a good story anyway. But Ed had on his door a notice that said, "There's nothing in life that cannot be achieved if you're prepared to give the credit to somebody else." And I think that's a good motto to live by. At first, it might seem like a waste of your precious intellectual property if you give the credit to somebody else. But in fact, very few of us have really original ideas, and we should perhaps be more modest about it. Isaac Newton was one of the few people who might have had a real claim to having original ideas. His style was probably the antithesis of teamwork, and that may be because he was such a nasty and secretive person that nobody wanted to work with him anyway, and so teamwork was not really on the cards. But unless you're an up-and-coming, budding Isaac Newton, it would serve you well to actually share your ideas with others. And if you share your ideas with others, you will find that they will share with you, and firstly, the result will be much better. They will give back to you much more than you ever gave, and the result will be much, much better. So you should always consider sharing your ideas. Building up trust is another part of teamwork. It's said that trust is built on its same way and train way later. Well, I apologize for the interruption. I think it may be partly caused by the fact I'm jet-lagged, but we'll continue from there. I was about to talk about building up trust. It said that trust is developed on its knees, but it disappears on its skis. And what I mean by that is that it's pretty hard to build up trust, and yet it's very easy to destroy it. So building up trust is partly a question of doing what you say you will do, and it's partly a question of communication. So I think the advice there is do not overpromise, and then rather say honestly what you are fairly sure you can actually do. Now, I've learned that the hard way, because sometimes I've been asked to do something technical, and my first reaction is, yeah, I think I can see how to do that. And then when the detailed requirements become more clear, then I start thinking, oh my God, what have I got myself into here? This is much more difficult. But what you usually find is that if you have a clear line of communication, and you can talk openly to the other people on the project and appeal to them as team members, then there'll be a way to work it out. So the communication is an important part of that. The fourth thread I would put forward in your magic carpet is to say, have a plan B. Now, the first part of having a plan B is actually working hard on plan A. You don't really want to hear about working hard because you think, oh my God, for 4 years I've been doing that, so why should I be told to do it again? But clearly, I think the difference there is that I would say that first you should work smart and then work hard. And what I mean by that is working smart says you should work out what the really important parts of the problem are, and what is the big picture in terms of what you'd like to achieve out of it. It's very tempting to see one part of a problem and to think, oh, I think I can do that part, and then get in and put a huge amount of effort into that part of the problem when it may not actually be the most important one. So the essence of it is to see the big picture, try and work out what the real outcome is that you want, and then having done that and worked smart and decided where to put your effort, then to work hard. So think about it first and then put in the hard work. But suppose that plan A doesn't work out. What then? Well, if you have thought out a plan B, even a rudimentary one, you will be much less vulnerable to unexpected events, which may be the thing which caused plan A to go wrong in the first place. So if you wish not to be vulnerable to these outside events, and you do not wish to have your disaster become irreversible, then in that case, having a plan B is extremely important. It does have one other feature, which is that it may well activate Murphy's Law. And this particular version of Murphy's Law says, if you have a plan B, then you won't need it. If you don't have one, then you may find the opposite side of Murphy's Law, which is something you really won't want to face. So there you have it. I really appreciate the chance to be with you on a day which is as important as this is for you, and to share these moments with you. Going forward, you, the class, the 2026 class of Civil and Environmental Engineering, you represent a vast pool of talent. And you and your supporting families are here to celebrate this momentous day. You're standing on some of the shoulders of some of the giants that have passed through Moore Hall before. And with that advantage, I wish you to go out into the world and to do even greater things than they have. Take with you the 4 threads to your magic carpet of keep learning, question everything, teamwork, and your anti-Murphy plan B. So I wish you all the very best and the best in your careers. Go Huskies.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is John Stanton. Thank you, John. We now move forward with the presentation of graduates. As we invite our graduates to walk across the podium, feel free to make noise and give voice to your support for our students. BSMVE, I'm proud to present the Civil and Environmental Engineering class of 2026. With the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering degree candidates, please stand up. You will be dismissed one row at a time to come to the stage in single file. Just follow the directions. And yeah.
Want the first one? Yeah. Okay. Invariably, they'll come in. Yeah. We'll trade off. You can go to the first one. They all have cards, right? Yep. I'll have a card, and you get like a second to read it. Okay. I will do my best. That's all that happens. Yeah, take the card and then they'll take it. Okay, go ahead. Make sure he doesn't get through. Thanks.
Per Dillingham.
Morgan Buckley. Correction, Megan Buckley.
Sabrina Sandberg.
First card. Here's the first card. That's the third. I got it.
Richard Meyer.
Tin Thumb.
Nikki Carpenter.
Okay, card. Okay, Shannon Jones. Lainey Britton.
Isha Mandavile.
Fa'i Hegstead.
Quan Vo.
Josh Barr.
Minda Chen.
Kyle Ritchie.
Veronica Reiling.
Leo Neer.
Ana Martinez Agatan.
Adria Sipra.
Catherine Faribaugh.
Molly Thompson.
Sierra Castle Godley.
Antonio Velasquez Paz.
All right, please. Oh, what happened? Did I lose? There we go. Please join me in congratulating the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering class of 2026. All right, moving right along. All right, I would now like to present the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering degree candidates. Please stand up.
Deegan Potong.
Natalie Rogers.
Micah Berge.
Mia Sherman.
Tiffany Tang.
Sydney Bruns.
Sam Mitke.
Clara Maddox.
Olivia Lee.
Ethan Vong.
Huang Shangdang.
Ethan Chen.
Cindy Tran.
Tin Vo.
Connor Frederick.
Zheyu Wang.
Olivia Remler.
Catherine Ransom.
Ella Selmecki.
Joshua Flores Vea.
Mason Niemeyer.
Ryan Jacobs.
Ian Corey.
Andrew Paulson.
Alan Nguyen.
Isaiah Diego Pasqua.
Zeke Kahn.
Patricia Wells.
Catherine Daly.
Alexander Young.
Melvin Tang.
Nelson Hota Young.
Ciara Depot.
Olivia Holmes.
Drum Pham.
Ashley Schroeder.
Riley Cummings.
Naya Naran.
Hannah Nguyen.
Umaima Khan.
Olivia Gabinek.
Julienne Santini.
Neil Wyrock.
Nathan Florence.
Catherine Johnston.
Eric Salvatier.
Daniel Lucid.
Chase Bigger.
Hans Wendler.
Karu Tapang.
Tweet Hale.
Owen Chatters.
Clara Sin.
Evan Blankenship.
Indiana Easter.
James Zamora.
Danielle Lucatero Diaz.
Alyssa Aji.
Natalie Toledo.
Deline Kem.
Zigwe Harper Smith.
Tucker Ruckus Glenn.
Jenna Lewis.
Bin Lei.
Reza Atari.
Amik Graywall.
David Vakulchik.
Oliver Akala.
Ashlyn Hibiki Fish.
Cody Barton.
Nolan Bone.
Harveer Singh.
Prab Partrap Kacha.
Gurjot Bajwa.
Jacob Yim.
Jenna O.
Tennessee Heron.
Hannah Bacon.
Audrey Nielsen.
Joy Wang.
Stella Harrison.
Hain Lintet.
Aaron Kaire Shi.
Aaron He.
Bao Trong.
Sean Brody.
Glenn Dawson.
Laura Muntan.
Keanu Ortega.
Joshua Kim.
Dylan Tran.
Bonds Lee.
Simon Anker.
Gokul Rajendran.
Douglas Kala.
Anjali Kajla.
Kylie Prescott.
Sasha Bugby.
Zeely Q.
Elise Soper.
Bara Altosan.
Zurei Weng.
Boaz Mauti.
Joel Smith.
Lucas Hunziker.
Ja- okay. Jacob Van Bischler.
Nathaniel Guremu Zahav.
Brandon Bong.
Aviv Rangarsa.
Roger Egan.
William Pham.
Eduardo Caballero.
Marcin Artur Kopchevsky.
Chris Ralph.
Isaac Nikram.
Jeevan Graywall.
Alma Rack.
Elida Tinney.
David Hopkins.
Luke Hahn.
Nathaniel Olson.
Ruby Tanguay.
Dante Sharona.
All right, please join me in congratulating the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering class of 2026. All right. We're over halfway. We continue with the graduate students. I would now like to present the Master of Science in Civil Engineering degree candidates. Please stand up and file to the podium.
First, yeah. Alex Lapotnikov. Haruka Megira. Helena Isabel Lusterio Goebbels.
Victoria Zidanovisky.
Kamal Joshi.
Haley Hoskin. Congratulations.
Morgan Lamb.
Sayuri Koyamasu. Congratulations.
Brenna Brown.
Ashley Cow.
Hinata Morias Crow.
Ashley Paris.
Jay Meeker.
Caleb Chai.
Arita Renjith.
Emily Worthy.
Jacob Reese.
Kenneth Manassi.
Benjamin McCormick.
Joshua Habit.
Samuel William Poppenguth.
Anna Ruth Klein.
Harold Newen.
Avi Bose.
Jake Paulseen.
Austin Vegasa.
Robert Harris.
Charles Philip Aubrey.
Daniel Gaxiola.
Aruta Saruli Aruvistovan.
William Michael Hollia.
Ashish Jain.
Donet Gonzalez.
Anand Corbis Duhart.
Yishwen Lee.
Yeah, just wait. Max Stacher.
Jax Smith.
Olivia Carroll.
Elise Gooding.
Kito Nasu.
Anthony Savoca.
Jeremy Induso.
Fernanda Serrano Espinoza.
Yanlin Chen.
Jingyi He.
Luyang Gun.
Sorush Hakikat.
All right. Please join me in congratulating the Master of Science in Civil Engineering class of 2026. Got it. All right. So I would now like to present the Master of Supply Chain, Transportation, and Logistics degree candidates. Would the SCTL students please stand up? Right? Yeah. Professor Ann Goodchild will actually be shaking hands because she's the one running that program.
Lintech Co.
Amy Pam.
Betty Cow.
Serena Tran.
Kaori Codera.
Ashkan Ataskaya.
Dallas Jimenez.
Chase Melsa.
Miguel Carpio Perez.
Kevin Liu.
Alex Lackey.
Lawrence Sheck.
Kellen Levine.
Mayor L. Sesima.
Brian Perez.
Alicia Crisp.
Darius Hall.
Courtney Charles Williams.
Anne Nguyen.
Lorraine Wang.
All right, please join me in congratulating the Master of Supply Chain Transportation and Logistics class of 2026. All right, and the last master's program, Masters in Sustainable Transportation, graduates or candidates with 2026, please stand up.
Lee Hyatt.
Benjamin Niemann.
Reed Unison.
Juliet Lehman.
Teresa LaRue.
Daniel Lawrence.
Nadir Jailani.
Please join me in congratulating the Master of Sustainable Transportation class of 2026. Which brings us to the final program element of the day. I would now like to present the doctoral degree candidates. Will the students please approach the stage to be acknowledged? Faculty assisting with hooding. This causes confusion. Please join your student on stage when their name is called. I invite the PhDs to remain on the stage in recognition of your new status as peer in the academic community. So please stay after hooding till we close the proceedings. And then they just
Hannah Besso.
Daniel Hogan.
Eric Gagliano.
Jennifer Hooper.
Shazeb Khan.
Sanchit Minocha.
Sharath Suraj.
George Darkwa.
Robin Room.
Daniel Acosta Reyes.
Bruna Oliveira Ribeiro.
Travis Freed.
Thomas Maxner.
Aiken Ugorel.
Amanda Worthy. Brian Aaron Roman.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, family, friends, and guests, for coming and supporting your loved ones through the years and for your part in creating future engineers. One more congratulations to all of you graduates. Celebrate and enjoy before you close out the academic year and turn in those final assignments in the coming week. And now, the last thing, the cap toss. For those of you who are so inclined, let's get everybody a second to get their cameras ready, or their phones, or whatever you want to do. So stand up. Make sure no one loses an eye. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations! And with that, I conclude the proceedings. Thank you.